once we finish doing this whole middle section, like the back middle and the side middle, we'll take down another bit of hair from the top. I usually will not do the top all as one section as it is, just because I don't like to have it really defined part. Like right now I have my hair parted on the side, which is what I like to do when I do it straight, but I don't like to have a really defined line partition when I do my hair curly. So I'll usually, when I get to the top, just use a smaller segment on the top so I can kind of do it in a random way, but where it will still look half decent. I'm slowing down. I'm kind of tired. I actually had to just go take a break so I could upload all the previous video onto my computer because my memory card ran out, which has never happened with this bigger memory card. Which incidentally, when I did that, this section that I'd already done had started to dry down straight, like I was saying you don't want to happen. So if that does happen, what you want to do is just get your hands kind of wet and damp a little bit, and then start scrunching, and it'll loosen up the VersaStyler again, so that it's not drying flat down straight again, or straight anymore. And then you'll be back to where you started. But it's better not to take breaks, like it's better to just get it all over with. And if you were to just do it straight through all at once, it'd probably take about 15 minutes. One other thing I forgot to mention is when you're doing this, especially with the VersaStyler, you either don't want to be wearing what you're going to be wearing later, or you want to have like a robe or a button-up shirt over it. Because the VersaStyler, and I'm sure, and other gels that I've used too, if you have them just sitting down on your clothes, especially on white or light colored shirts, it seems like they'll stain it. I don't think it's the gel actually, but like the gel, I guess, like attracts dirt and the dirt stains. So keep that in mind, especially with white shirts, because I've ruined a lot of shirts that I liked because I let the VersaStyler just sit on there and then it got dirt from and dust from the air. So now I'm to the top again, and here I'm going to brush it, but I'm going to divide the section and kind of do like a little scalp section on top that I leave alone and do the rest of another segment. We'll twist that up and clip it like we did before. And then with this section, just do the same thing as before and divide it into like the two sides and then the back. And then starting with this side again, just combing through to spread the VersaStyler and get just a little bit more on these. The more you get to the top, the less you need to add afterwards, because it's already got a lot more in there than the bottom stuff did. But it's still good to get a little bit in there just so it stays even like the rest of it. So we'll twist. This will be quick. A little more. Okay. Twist this. I'm trying to think of something else interesting to say while I'm doing this, because really there's only so much you can say about twisting your hair for the 15 minutes that you're doing it. Joe, I hope that I can send you some VersaStyler soon, because I don't know what kind of gel you got, if it's liquid gel or not. If it's liquid, you could probably do it the same way. If it's thick gel, then you would probably just have to go by how it felt in your hair and maybe add water as you went. I don't know how strong it would be or how well that would work, because I haven't done that before. Lorraine, or Lorraine, is that how you say it? I get really self-conscious about pronouncing French words to people who actually know how to say it right. So I revert to the horribly butchering it in English and just saying Lorraine instead of Lorraine. But it's so pretty. Very pretty. Okay, done with that section again. You get really good arm tone, by the way, doing this. It doesn't, like, my arms aren't tired right now from doing it, but when the first, 2 months, when I first learned how to do this to my hair in high school, my arms were weak, and they got toned really fast. So that's an added bonus. Oh, and I guess I can say hi to Jenny and anyone else who will be watching this. I know Jenny, you said you wanted me to let you see it too. Who else has curly hair, or curly-ish hair? I don't know, Leah, I guess you would too, if your hair is the same as Jenny, so hi Leah. Hi Connor, I know you're gonna watch this too, since you said you wanted a diffuser. And hi to everyone with straight hair. Okay, done with the top set, or that section, moving on to the top. So we're in the home stretch. Again, like right now my hair is parted, like there's like a definite line partition there. And I don't like to do that when I do my hair curly, because what happens if you do that is it ends up just sitting really flat on your head, and then it'll be kind of like a triangle hair, which I did a lot of times when I was too lazy to fix the part. But if you have time to do it, you want to kind of comb through and just have it all up vertically at first. And then, with the top section, just divide it into like 3 rows. Front row like this. And twist it so it's separate. And then the middle row and the back row. And that way, when you twist it, you can divide it, twist it around how you want it, and decide whether it's going to go to one side or the other without it making a straight line that'll turn into a flat head. So now that you've got the top separated into the 3 rows, I'll usually start with the back. Comb through, get a little Versus styler. Okay, so we're just going to do the top section, and here, with this one in the back, you can usually just do it kind of like you did all these back sections here. Just kind of do it the same, like it doesn't have to go to one side or the other, because it's kind of just going to go straight down. Now, we'll go with the middle section, and this is where you want to start like kind of crafting how you're going to part your hair. And I'll usually, on these top 2 right here, I'll usually put a little bit more Versus styler, and then when you get going on this, I'll usually work a little bit from each side going in. So I'll work from the outsides in till I have the section in the middle where I'm kind of going to part it. And for me, I like to part my hair on my right side, which is right here. So obviously I'll go generally in that direction, but what I'll do differently when I'm up doing this top part is I'll take some parts, like my natural part where I would part my hair would be right here, but to avoid it looking too much like a line, I'll take the next section over and pull it this direction too. And then with this very top section, okay, and I don't know how easy it is to see this section that I just grabbed. It's the same as earlier where it's too long. Like it's not like it's a lot of hair right here, but it's too long on the head, like right at the root. So I'll split that in 2 and do part of it at once, then part of it in a separate one. Okay, and this is, sorry, I should show you this. This part, it's the front section where you would do the most as far as parting goes. So I'll usually grab a section from the back like this and twist it, and then like do another one kind of from the side that's more my natural part. But you'll want to grab some that go further on either side of the line than you usually would, so that when it finally sits, when it's done, your hair will go the way you want it to, but it won't be a straight line, which means that you'll have more body when it's sitting there. So as you can see, you can tell that my hair is kind of going to part more to this side, but since there's not a straight line, some of them go either direction. Now we get to the fun part where we blow dry, and that's when the real magic happens, thanks to the diffuser. Okay.